Welcome to another game of Solo Hammer. Today, Death Guard versus Blood Ravens. Alright, so this is going to be a 300 point game. We have my brand new Death Guard. We have an Exalted Champion with his retinue of 5 Plague Marines. He is 60 points. He has the Mark of Nurgle. So he has Nurgle's Rod and a Plague Sword. And the Plague Marines have their Plague Knives. They're about 20 points each, and there's 10 of them, so it's 200 points. It's about 300 points. On the other side, we have basically last week's Blood Raven army. It's the Force Commander, 10 Marines, and instead of the tank, this week we have Assault Squad. It's about 300 points. So, as usual, the Imperium versus Chaos. Red for Blood Ravens, black for Chaos. Chaos goes first. Now, unlike newer editions where Death Guard is actually slow, these guys just move at the normal rate as anyone. So we're just going to move up 6 inches and start shooting. And now that they moved, they're going to start firing into the squads. So, this unit of Plague Marines is going to fire into the front line of the tacticals, hitting on 3s. Alright. Everybody here is using bolters and they're all the same strength, so strength 4 against us 4. So, forced wound. Alright. Not us. Okay, 1 wound. The lone Marine gets a 3-up save. And he survives. The second squad with the Exalted Champion are going to fire next. Exact same thing. 3 is to hit. And no, the Exalted Champion does not have a weapon. He just has his great weapon. That is probably the greatest freaking roll I've ever seen. It's a lot of 6s. Alright. Forced wound. Okay. 3-up armor save. 1, 2, 2 go down. Sadly, 2 Marines lost their lives in the line of duty. Alright. So. Let me think. The Plague Marines are going to actually charge now, because they were actually really tough in combat, so we're going to have them charge. So the charge phase is about 6 inches, so they get in, and these ones are just going to stay back for a bit. But these ones are going to try to hell havoc. Alright, so they both have the same initiative 4, so they're going to go at the same time. But the Plague Marines get an additional attack because they charged. And they also have something called a Plague Knife. Let's see how well that goes. Alright, so the Plague Marines have 10 attacks, there's 5 of them plus 1 on the charge. The Space Marines have 1 attack base, but 8 of them, so it's going to be 8 attacks for them. So 10 versus 8, hitting on 4s. Alright, not bad. Alright, so strength. So it's strength 4 against 4. Okay, so for the Plague Marines, it's strength 4 against strength 4. But for the tacticals, it's strength 4 against toughness 5 because Plague Marines are tough little buggers. So, Plague Marines need 4s, Space Marines need 5s. Yikes, not a single one. Alright, so I want to point this out. They have something called a Plague Knife, which basically on a 6, it automatically kills the model. So luckily, they didn't get a single 6, but it still wounds some. So let's see if the Marines can save their wounds. Alright, so the Space Marines need their 3-up saves. And they saved all of them. Okay, we're rolling 6s today, lads. Okay, so now for now, that's ongoing combat because technically... Oh wait, no, they didn't take a leadership test because they lost 2 in that last bout. Alright, hold on. They have their normal leadership test, so they're just gonna get 8 or below. That's 9. Actually, no, that's cop. Try that again a little further away. They're fine. Okay, so the end of Plague Marines' turn, Death Guard turn 1, they have killed 2 Marines. Which is impressive. But now it's time for Space Marines turn 1. Alright, the First Commander and the Fast Attack Assault Squad are just going to move up. The Assault Squad is going to fire their pistols into the Death Guard. Alright, the Assault Squad is going to fire into them, hitting on 3s. 1, 3. Strength 4 against Service 5 is 5 to wound. 1 wound. The Plague Marine gets 3-up save. And he's fine. The Force Commander is going to fire his Storm Bolter into the Exalted Champion, hitting on 3s. Okay. Wounding on 4s. Really? Okay. Alright, they couldn't make a dent in them, so that's gonna charge. The Force Commander is gonna charge into the Exalted Champion, and the rest into the Death Guard. Plague Marines. They're called Plague Marines. The army is a Death Guard. What is wrong with me? Alright, so this is a bit of a clusterfuck. We're gonna do... Who has the highest initiative currently? That would be the... Who has the highest initiative? The Exalted Champion and the Force Commander have the higher initiative, and then everybody else will go. Alright, the Force Commander and the Exalted Champion both have 3 attacks each. He gets +1 for the charge, and they're both hitting on weapon skill 4 against... No, weapon skill 5 against weapon skill 5, so forced to hit. Not bad. Alright, shrink 4 against toughness 4, and then we get to go over all the special rules. And a lot of special rules were made. Okay, so first things first. The Force Commander is dead. Because you kill on a 4-up with the Plague Sword, so the Force Commander is just already dead. So now he's got to worry about how much damage the Force Commander actually do to the the Exalted Champion. Okay, so the Force Commander is dead, but he did only leave 1 wound on the Exalted Champion because he had 3 wounds, and his weapon went through and dealt 2 wounds. So, yeah, not bad. Alright, the Assault Squad into the Plague Marines. Okay, so far, these 2 Marines and him are in combat. These 2 Plague Marines are in combat, but he's in the way of them, so it's going to be 3 versus 2. Same thing as earlier. 4 is to hit. Alright. Alright, the Assault Squad needs 5s, and the Plague Marines need 4s. Alright, the Plague Marines gets a 3-up save. And he's fine. We're going to move on up to this combat. Alright, same thing as last time. Hitting on 4s. That's a 1. Wounding on 5s. Oh, we got 1. And 3-up save. Oh, Plague Marine actually falls. At the end of Space Marine's turn 1, we have killed 1 Plague Marine, while they have ended a Force Commander and 2 other Marines. Time for Death Guard turn 2. We're going to move on to this assault first, and I keep forgetting they're all in the same unit, so they all are going to attack. We're going to start with the Big Lad. Alright, the Exalted Champion, hitting on 3s. Wounding on 4s. Okay. It's auto wounds. Actually, no, it auto kills on 4, so 2 are done now. Also, for each living thing, after a roll of a d6 when I wound, for each living thing now has to suffer a wound rot because of Nervous Rot. So, let's find out. Do you take a wound? He takes a wound, he's gone. This is gonna become problematic. Do you take a wound? You're fine. Do you take a wound? You're fine. I'm pretty sure Death Guard don't fall for their own special rule, so yeah. This mess of combat. Alright, once again, 4s to hit. 4s for the Death Guard, 5s for the Marines. Alright, 3-up save. And 1 falls. Alright, with all that combat done, now we do leadership test because, well, no one died in that unit. But they definitely do a leadership test because, it's a 3-to-1 battle with those poor buggers. Alright, so it's -3 because it's 3-to-1 and their leadership 8, so... yeah. That's more than 5. That's 4 more than 5. They are running. Alright, so the Assault Squad are falling back 3 inches. Do they catch and just advance on them and just destroy them outright? Yes. Okay. There we go. Alright, so... Yikes. So, at the end of Death Guard turn 2, we have completely wiped out the unit of Assault Squad. The Assault Squad is just gone. Just destroyed, melted, turned into foul ichor. So let's do a quick points count real quick. We had the Force Commander, which was 3 points, and the Assault Squad, which was a point. So that's already 4 points. And we barely lost any of the Plague Marines. Also, even though they've lost, they are fearless. They don't need to take a leadership test. So, yeah. Let's see if these brave, gallant warriors of the Imperium can take down the Ichor and Gunk. Same as usual though. 4s. 4s and 5s. One of these Marines die outright because of the Plague Knives. The rest get their normal saves. And then leadership test, because they lost one. Well, actually, no, they're below half strength. Or, no, they're below. They've lost a dude. They don't get a negative. 8 up. And they're fine. And on Death Guard turn 3, we're just gonna move him up and get him ready to charge. I'm still mildly disappointed that you still can't shoot into, like, combat. But what am I gonna do? Alright, this unit is gonna charge into this mess. Alright, so, the Exalted Champion's gonna go first. He's gonna be hitting on 3s, auto-killing on 4s because of his Plague Sword. 6s activate Norgal Rot, in which case things will just start dying. Alright, 3s to hit. 4s to kill. We have 1 death. Sadly, no 6s, but we got an entire unit to kill. Who can actually fight? Alright, 6 Blood Ravens and 6 Plague Marines are actually in combat range, so 4s. Alright, the Plague Marines need 4s and the normal Marines need 5s. Really? Alright, at the end of that combat, they're gonna need to do a leadership test because they lost another dude and they're kind of outnumbered. Alright, it's -1 this time because they're outnumbered in the assault, so it's roll below a 7. That is a 7. Okay, we move on to Space Marines turn 3, the last phase they will be in. I don't think they're gonna last long. 3 attacks from each Exalted Champion, hitting on 3s. Killing on 4s. Really? Alright, 5 Marines versus like 6 Plague. So it's forced hit. Damn. Alright, forced to wound. Ooh, auto wound. Alright, one's already gone. 3 of save for the Marine. Oh, he's gone. Okay, this time it's -2 because they're outnumbered. So, 6s. Oh, they're brave little lads. But the game is over. So at the end of Space Marines turn 3, I think it's a Death Guard victory because they're kind of outnumbered and a majority of the team is dead. But yeah, I knew like Death Guard were like pretty hardy, but that toughness 5 is scary to try to bring down. Also, Nurgle's Rot and all the Nurgle-fied weapons, I'm using the rules from the Chaos 3rd Edition Codex, so yeah, it's a little bit broken as they slowly chew through the entirety of that squad or team or unit. It's a mess. But as usual, the YouTube pleasantries if you don't mind. Like, subscribe, comment where I messed up, because knowing me, I did. And discuss what you want me to show off next week. And before I go, I want to show off all of the Death Guard minis I painted up yesterday. Because I hyperfixated, and all I did was paint miniatures all day. And I think they came out really well. At least I hope I did. I could be wrong. But yeah. Alright, thanks for watching. Bye.